Hello, my angels and my oud lovers. So, I have been reviewing a few perfumes and I came across this one that my client gave me. It's Ex Nihilo Venenum Kiss. It is beautiful. If you like oud, you're going to like this one. So, these three perfumes I think are very similar. So, if you like Venenum Kiss, let me just put this one on real quick. The moment I smelled it, I immediately thought Oud Ispahan by Christian Dior. Almost identical. And you know how picky I am with notes. It is so similar, it is ridiculous. Oud Ispahan is incredibly expensive, and so is Ex Nihilo. But I do believe that Ex Nihilo is a little bit more inexpensive than the Oud Ispahan. But if you want something that gives you the same notes overall, no, well, this is a lighter version of it. So if you like those strong oud inspired scents, this is like oud with berries almost. Like there's like a nice berry floral component to the oud. In my opinion, it's more like Rouge Trafalgar, if you're familiar with the Christian Dior line, which is more berries and currants, than it is to a flower. So it's more like oud with a little bit of like a darker berry, like a currant or something like that. That's what Oud Ispahan and Venenum Kiss are. I think they are almost identical, like in DNA and everything. This one has an oud DNA, but this one, which is the La Chameu, Le Chameu, Lechameau, Desert, Desert. The La Chameu Desert smells like what these smell like on the dry down. So after you've worn these for a while and they dry down, that's what this smells like immediately and on the dry down. It's insane. So these have beautiful opening notes, wonderful mid notes, and then a nice dry down. This smells like these on the dry down. So if you're looking for a more cost effective one, I think this is like $50. And these are hundreds of dollars. You might want to try the Le Chameu Desert. If you are okay with spending the money because you want the fragrance that you want and you want to emanate, you want that sillage. This also has sillage. This also stays on all day. It just doesn't go through the journey. This just a flat. This is what it is and this is how it's going to stay kind of thing. Where this you go through a journey with. I'm starting to fall in love with the Oud Ispahan. I actually use it on the days that I don't wear deodorant. I put it under my arms because it is so strong. It lasts for 8 to 10 hours. It has great sillage. And it mixes well with body odor. I've been talking about how some perfumes are good if you don't feel like wearing deodorant that day. This is one of the ones that you would wear. I would wear this. I still would spray another perfume on and kind of mix it, maybe like a vanilla or like a powdery scent with this under my arms. So that's what I've been doing lately with the Oud Ispahan, because I used to just get rid of these and sell these on Mercari, but now I'm like, you know what, I can actually use it. And because I've been wearing it now, I like oud. And when I got this one, the moment I smelled it, the Ex Nihilo Venenum Kiss, I was like, this smells exactly like Oud Ispahan. Like, exactly. I really didn't see a difference. I didn't. Nope. I don't. The only thing is that the Oud Ispahan lasts longer, has more sillage, and I think it's just a beast mode kind of perfume. This is like a regular perfume where you put it on, it lasts about 3 to 4 hours, and it starts to die down around the 3 to 4 hour mark. Where this one is all day, powerful. Next day you could probably still smell it. So if you want something that's really, really long lasting, you want to go with the Oud Ispahan by Christian Dior. The Ex Nihilo Venenum Kiss is beautiful, but doesn't last as long. And then this Desert, again, you're not going through the entire journey because everyone loves the beginning of the Oud Ispahan. Oh, that's my alarm clock. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I have to leave for work now. But that's what I have for you guys. If you like my vibe, please subscribe. If you understand what I'm saying, please let me know. If it's unclear and you're like, I still don't get what it smells like, you have to know what oud smells like. Okay, oud. some people would say oud smells like rotting wood, or it smells like wet wood. When you go into like the forest after it rains, you smell the wet wood, that exposed wet wood. That's what a lot of people say. Well, that's how I feel too. That oud smells like. So a lot of people like that oud smell because they love nature. They love, walking near the forest or like a meadow or a creek that has like trees and exposed wood. And so like, when you see a tree and then it has like a knot and then you could see inside of the tree, like, like there's like a hole or a knot, that part gets wet. That's what to me oud smells like. It doesn't seem appealing, and it's really not. But there are some people whose noses have become acclimated to these high resin, expensive scents, and oud is one of those scents. It took a while for me to get comfortable with oud. I did not like it, and I still don't like it. I just like Oud Ispahan, to be quite honest. Just like vetiver, I'm not a huge fan of vetiver. Now everybody who has, a lot of people that have money love vetiver. They love oud. They love some of these scents that are just like offensive to the generic population, or like the general public, or just like anybody that's not making that 1% to 2%, but that's what oud smells like. Some people love it and some people detest it. I detested it for 20 years, maybe 30, 40 years, to be quite honest with you, like my whole life. And just recently I'm starting to warm up to it. I think because I've been trying all these perfumes, and after a while you get tired of smelling the same things over and over again. And then you smell something different and you're like, oh, that's different. And then your nose kind of opens up to it. So there's an oud. Then you have these darker berries, like not raspberries or anything like that, like a darker berry, like a currant or something like that, mixed in with the oud. And that's what makes kind of like an Oud Ispahan and the Venenum kiss. The Venenum kiss is now wearing off because the Oud Ispahan is so overpowering that you can't smell anything other than that. So if you want a signature scent and you like the way that smells, great. But understand that when you walk in the room, some people are going to be like, oh my God, that not everybody's going to love it. It's just, I'm being honest with you guys. Whereas with the desert, when I first reviewed it, I just kept saying, it smells like coffee. It smells like coffee to me. I know, I'm in New York, or coffee, CAWFE. It smells like coffee to me. And that coffee was so strong. All I could smell was like coffee, but it wasn't coffee, it was the oud. And now that I've smelled the other ones, I can actually bring that note out and realize that, oh, it kind of smelled like dark roast coffee to me. It's beautiful if you like oud. Let me just spray this one again. Now, I guess I'm smelling like oud today. Wasn't my plan. I actually sprayed on a Love Shack Fancy scent, which was like very light and airy and cotton candy. It's okay. So the desert is the oud without the berries. It's like an oud coffee. If you don't know the scents very well, if your nose isn't that primed, you're not going to notice a difference. This is a really good alternative to these. But the Oud Ispahan is just, it's in its own lane. Like dupes never equal or amount to the original, but they're similar. So this is a dupe. Some people would call this a dupe for this one. And so is the Venenum Kiss. But nothing compares to the original Oud Ispahan. Nothing. If you like it, you'll understand. But this is a very close, very close. As it starts to dry down, because it only has 2 notes, first notes and dry down. That's it. First notes smells just like the dry down of the other one. As it starts to dry down, it starts to smell a little bit stronger than the original, than your first spray. And then that's when it starts to level out and equal to the dry down of the Oud Ispahan. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. It does have that wet wood kind of smell. It is a beautiful scent if you're into that. A lot of Arabian countries really like that. A lot of African countries really like oud a lot. It's different. It's nice. It's alluring. It mixes with your body chemistry and your body odor well, which is why a lot of people like it that don't want to wear deodorant on those days. I like the desert because I think the Oud Ispahan is very strong. And sometimes I don't want to be that strong. This one is like a medium compared to the Oud Ispahan, which is like dynamite, like extra, extra, extra. This is like a more universally accepted version than that. But they're very similar on the dry downs. It's insane just the dry downs, not the first notes, not the mid notes, the dry downs. When you go back and forth, you're like, like, I think if somebody smelled this, they might ask you if you're wearing Oud Ispahan. Like, I could see that. Or they'll ask you what you're wearing because they don't want to assume that you're wearing Oud Ispahan. They want to see what you're going to say, you know? But I do like it a lot. I actually like the desert for me because I'm not a huge Oud fan. I'm like crawling into it, you know? I'm kind of like getting into it. I like this one better to wear on my clothes and on me. And I like this one for my underarms, if that makes sense. Because it's so strong. It's so powerful. It's so overpowering. This one's a little bit bearable. Sorry. They all make me sneeze. But that's what I have for you guys. If you like my vibe, please subscribe. If you like my style, come back for a while. And let me know what your thoughts are on all of these perfumes. Okay, bye.